I don't need this light on. My two computers on each 32 inches on each side of the small on the small TV in the center, camera just below the top of 32 inches right in front of me. The TVs give more than enough light. Yeah, that's right. Right. But the meat, this one. Let's do it. And here we go. More Tears of Rice. And I did this afternoon. Last morning. Late morning. Doing it again.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
Come on, game. I know it's the first fight since I started you, but come on.
Discourteous, aren't you?
I'm not done!
Burning strike!
Negative gate!
Why are you taking so long? Why would you do that?
This'll make us even more formidable.
Potatoes, potatoes, manatos, potatoes. Not a main herb if you don't love potatoes.
Here I come!
Glacial spear!
Not a chance! We did it! Life, not a chance!
A lot of main people like potatoes.
A comfortable win.
At least to my knowledge, they do.
Right, here goes!
Gain the shield.
Take this!
In a bind?
Not a chance! Right,
Can you take it?
I'm going in! Hurricane thrust!
Am I on a roll or what?
Here I come!
Go get him!
Take this!
Thunderblade!
A comfortable win.
It's a son of a bitch.
Hmm? You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Can't right now, we're in road. We got a bitch to kill, remember?
Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine! I'm not done! Now!
Do you require...
Barely a blip on our radar. Let's dispose of the trash.
Take this! Now we're not.
A chain between heaven and
Not a
earth.
chance!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Gotta break through! On my lookout! My shield! Not a chance!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
What is this?
Money. Delicious money. Is there anything in these roads? Good check those ones, by the way. Ah! Apples that we don't need. Nothing. Ah! Treasure. Okay. Oh, I know what to do. Thanks for the like.
Gotta break through! Now you'll go! Damn it! Now! You're mine!
Water, hear my call!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Divine!
You're
That
mine!
may prove a thorn in our side.
The rebel!
Do it!
Redwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
What is this?
It's money, sweetie. Money.
Right, here goes! Take this! Damn it! We did it! Not a
Light
chance!
astral energy!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Rising Wyvern!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
A comfortable win.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Hi, Hoodle!
A scream.
Take this! Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
It's weakened!
Hurricane thrust!
Weak now!
This ends now!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Love the music here, by the way. I'm absolutely crazy about it, so.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
Here you go, time to kill ourselves a bitch. I mean witch. I meant rich. No, bitch. Bitch is more like it. She's a witch, but she's a bitch. She's a bitch witch. We'll go with that.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Niez. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Nesmold! Enjoy your meal!
You think this would be a 2-on-4 battle, but no. She's riding the dragon.
Child. Let me reunite you
Literally.
with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
You're brimming with hatred.
Do it!
Law!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Naked the abyssal deep! Clear for us a path!
Shooting star! Now for some
They're attacking separately.
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
You picked the wrong
I'll
fight.
end you! You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in, and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
I didn't realize the blood that popped out of her back. I didn't notice it before. It's so like thin. I couldn't tell what it was.
Does it hurt?
And light kind of blocks it out.
That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganneth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by
I'm
that
guessing he
very
killed
name,
him, but who
Volron.
knows?
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down?
What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Xion!
Alvin!
Xion!
Alvin!
Come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
me?
No. Naori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Naori. Shion. Damn it. Here I come! Take this! Now! Here I come! No escape! Rising Wyvern!
Alvin?
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
It's not like
Eros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
okay, thank you. You have a good one too. Oh, yeah, thanks. Also,
He's
for thanks.
probably just
Whoever left that
exhausted.
like, thanks a lot.
Let's save
Thanks
the
for the
catching
like.
up for when we're back at the village.
Ah, hello.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
Let's see. There we go. Gotta have Unknwon's leader.
Go no further!
You're mine!
In a bind?
Our
Chain between
the
heaven
order
and
Smith
earth.
switched
Close one.
You're mine!
the wrong button.
Dispatch it out
Rising
again.
Wyvern!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, we're gonna. I thought the button. Come on. There you go.
We have a long way yet to go.
Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Elfin, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too,
Yep.
it would seem.
You just
Any
missed it.
connection?
Really?
Definitely like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, but that means...
Give or take.
Probably.
Yeah. You can still do his can't do his mystic arts, but you can still do the button prompt.
I
You just
wonder if
won't be
Alfin's
using the
going to be
blades of no, you
okay.
just be using your regular sword, but
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye
better
on
enough.
him.
Wait,
Right.
what? Oh.
Hmm? You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Sorry, Ramon, we won't be able to check the forest. We're not gonna be able to check the forest for a very long time. Gonna have to drop the drawbridge. About a few hours
Do you
into the
sense
game
one of
before
your
doing
friends,
that.
Noodle?
Alphin! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
I did this earlier this afternoon, like late morning, early afternoon, after I got up, but then I decided to do it again tonight.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen.
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Jeez. Okay.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Didn't want to talk during all that.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renin starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renins, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renin society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor.
Yeah,
Back
there's a
after
lot
my
of people on the
brother had
internet need
passed away,
to figure
it
that
was
out.
you who told me
Stop
that
being
his
a white
dream
knight.
lived on inside me.
Just let it happen.
And you did the
Don't
same
butt
for
in.
him, for
Let it
Doherty,
happen.
when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Get some fish with our bare hands. Yep, sea bream.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost. but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
That's a beef.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
My turn! Not a chance!
Bet that shell's hiding something.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait. Don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not! Shion's our friend! Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Okay. Why?
Ugh. Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Looks like we made it here in one piece. Did we really just spend that much money?
Wasn't that much money, Kasara? Jeez. How much of a penny pincher are you? There we go.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Coming through. Here I come.
A whirling struggle.
Strike! First strike!
Winds of heaven,
I'm not done!
Render you are.
Strike!
Here goes! If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
I'm not done! Hurricane! It's time! Stardust! Inferno Mirage!
A comfortable win.
It'll be a breeze.
Take this!
Get in, get out.
I'm not done! We did it!
Just
Can you take it?
I'm not done!
Air thrust!
I've been doing really great lately.
What is this?
Well, we should know what money is, really. Come on now.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
No escape! Now! You're mine!
Rhapsody of Darkness!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia pride.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Illuminate
Rising Wyvern! Not a chance!
Everlasting Dark!
Holy lamp!
A comfortable win.
There!
There it is. That's our target.
Gotta break through! You're mine!
Photon
I'm on
No further!
No escape!
The magic is
Rising
out!
Wyvern!
The tempest
Go!
engulfs you!
I'll be sick. Hey! Hoodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky.
Oh, fishing spot. You know what that means? Green pipe.
You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish.
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish.
I don't think green pike's the boss fishing out one.
Now where might those fish be? Hup. Oh. Ah. 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 This fish is way bigger than I was expecting.
Stars above! That's gotta be a new record.
Again, a pearl with catfish. Why not?
Now where might those fish be? Hup. Reel it in. Ugh. 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 Well, it's not bad per se.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
No. Okay. Fried colored catfish.
Now where might those fish be?
X again.
Ha! All right. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Have a piranha.
Now, where might those fish be?
There you go.
I've got something. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
Dan and bass, I guess. Oops, shit.
Reel it in.
I meant to check that.
Well, it's not bad, per se.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
There you go. Alright.
Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine!
Dark Wind! Penumbra!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Ah, jeez.
Coming through. Take this!
Vanquish darkness!
Rising Wyvern! Not a chance!
Nice. No. Scratches on my shield or my armor.
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
This one will be difficult to
Here I
predict.
come!
Vanquish darkness!
No escape!
Shout!
Not a chance! My turn! My turn!
Divine! Hey! Hoodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle. Go no further!
No escape!
Take this!
Strike!
Eat this!
It's over!
Burn!
I'm not done!
Simian pest.
I'll be.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Okay.
Okay. Yes!
What?
Really? Dohalim. Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
I mean, I had a little bit of sushi, but it didn't really taste fish. I don't know, it just wasn't a lot of fish in it, or the rice and sauce just overpowered the fish. But Mom loves sushi, so
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
I tried some of hers, and it wasn't that bad. And again, I didn't taste the fish, so I don't know if there was much fish in it.
No choice. Here I come.
Purge, Maleficent!
Great, my turn. Swallow down.
Do you require a hand?
I'll be saving this one.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Gotta break through. Take this.
Mirage Blitz!
Great.
Talon Hurricane!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
It'll be a breeze.
Take this.
Get in, get out.
Rising wipe. My turn.
Serpent Knuckle!
Strike. I'm not done.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Oh yeah, it's on the brick wall thing.
Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Gotta break through. Take this.
Purge,
No escape.
Arctic
My turn.
I'll face you.
Freeze Lancer!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Coming through.
You're mine! I'm not done! Great! Not a chance! Now!
Arrow Squall!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Whoa!
I find the sounds of the night to be rather comforting. This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense, though. I mean, it was Astral Arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana, then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Good night. I want to go back to bed.
Let's see what you've got.
Here I come! No escape!
Talon Storm!
Now! Take this!
Hydration orb!
A comfortable win. Coming through.
Take this!
Firmament
No
Tremor!
escape!
Clear for us.
My turn!
Inferno Punch!
Arrow Squall! Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
No choice! Here I come!
Make of the
No escape!
Here goes!
First strike!
Not a chance!
Air thrust!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
I'm just cooking for the hell of it. I don't really need any of this stuff.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah! What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go! Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear, right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though, not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
May 1,000 gales carry you to
Rising
tread!
Wyvern!
My turn.
Dragon
Great.
Shout! Next!
Gusty nail!
My fists are crushing it out there!
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right. An opponent like this should be easy.
Take this!
I'm not done!
I'm on it!
Come and face me!
Air thrust!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
No backing down!
No escape!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
Now!
What she
You're
said?
mine!
Eyes on the
You are
prize.
in.
Not a
That
chance.
focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
This could be useful.
Hi, Hoodle.
Take this!
Armor won't save me!
Strike! Not a chance! Strike!
Wind
Rising
astral
Wyvern!
energy!
Execute! Step back! This one's all law! No backing down!
You're mine!
Between heaven
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong. Easy peasy, huh, Hoodle?
No backing down!
Stay calm.
Rising
I shall
Wyvern!
provide assistance.
My turn! Not a
I thought you
chance.
were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
I've been doing really great lately.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
No choice. Here I come!
Sparkling stars
Strike!
of light!
Eat dirt!
Rain down and purify
I can
all!
carve through
Here I
anything!
am.
Excellent
My
technique.
turn. How are your weapons holding up?
Best not to give me any ideas.
We're in good form!
Ow!
You're mine!
I'll smash you!
Ha! We did it! My turn!
Tectonic punch! Step back. This one's all law.
Hi, Hoodle!
Here I come! Spit
was a walk in the park.
Those enemies were just up your alley.
Couple quick punches and
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. We got the advantage.
We're good.
Ready? Don't worry, because Law's on it.
Our weapons are the sword and...
Fists and...
Staff.
And you ruined it.
Gotta break through. Here I come.
all disasters.
I'm not
day
done.
one. Come
Eat
forth,
dirt. We're
hero
cleaning
of
house.
purity.
Let me take the
Mind if
rest
I
of them.
do? Well, someone's feeling lively.
Rising
It's a
Wyvern.
duel of the arts.
Strike. Strike.
Barrage
On
blade.
your
My
knees.
turn.
Whoa, hey, one at a
I'll
time.
bash in their defenses.
Select- Glad you have your uses.
Air pressure.
We won that by a mile.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
And thus our strength yet grows.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even halfway? Are you serious?
That's no reason to give up now.
Yeah. Just gotta buckle down.
That's the spirit.
Hi, Hoodle.
Take this. Cut. Rising Wyvern. Not a chance.
Aquila
Take this.
Surge.
Not a chance.
Begin.
Huh.
My fists are crushing it out there.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Ah,
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way.
Save your breath while that thing seizes a talking meal.
Then let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us?
Talon Hurricane!
Strike!
It's finished!
Let's
Hurricane
do it.
thrust!
Massive
Now.
dash!
Law.
Eagle
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Huh. Strike!
Oh,
First
violent
strike!
magic.
Rising Wyvern.
Watch this!
Break this now.
Tear.
Almost there!
Or close enough.
This is
Take it away, Law.
I'm ready! I thought you'd never
Kisara,
ask!
frozen.
Hammer!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistle made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs us.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle Chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings, let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Xion's waiting for us.
What do you want? What? What? Wanna go out? Did you go out? Gotta take the dog out. A minute. What? I fed you. What you want? I fed you. You should have water. Need your water. What's your deal? What's your deal? What do you want? Just took you out. What? You want? What? What? What do you want? Don't lick my clothes. Don't lick them. What could you want? What do you want? I fed you today. What's that? Yes. What's that?
Pow! Here I come! I'm on Rising Wyvern! It's
Come
on!
and get it! Talon Hurricane!
We won that by a mile.
Hey! Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch.
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rinwell. Positive thinking is everything.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already? You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
Coming through!
Take this! Strike!
We are freaking
Now,
invincible!
my turn.
Alvin and the
Not
others
here.
truly.
What about me?
We won that by a mile.
Let's see what you've got.
You're mine!
I'll smash you!
I'm not done!
Eat this!
Now!
Begin!
Damn it!
Tempest!
Rising Wyvern! Eat dirt!
Are those
We
arms
did
even
not a
natural?
chance.
I'll
They're
grind you
headed
into
forward
dust!
on us.
Mirage!
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
I sense a strange power from this. I need something to eat.
I'm okay, guys.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelagian's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of Water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that.
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us. That turned out good, if I do say so myself. Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. I do believe it's about time that I retire. Shall we get moving?
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
Poodle, shake off that water.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Can't get out of this!
Banshee of Lightning!
We're in good form! No
Anything
choice.
in armor is
Take
all
this.
mine.
Firmament's
You
Razor!
escape! You picked the
We're in
wrong
the home
fight!
stretch, guys.
Here I
Eat
come!
what she said. Eyes on the prize.
That focus
knock
goes
out.
double for you, Law.
Rising one.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me. Let's
Ready
see
and
what
raring.
you've got.
Here I come!
Don't mind if I do.
Dragon Shadow!
Take
Sweet
this!
dreams.
Rising
Tornado
Wyvern!
drive.
I'm not done!
Cyclone!
This could be useful.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
It's on!
Air thrust!
No escape!
Slash! Now I'm in the groove. Eagle assault!
I've been doing really great lately.
Looks like this is a dead end.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Might as well turn back.
Oh, jeez.
I think Hoodle senses something. My books are okay.
Right, here goes! Strike!
In a bind?
Strike!
Super Swallow Dance!
Rising Wyvern!
Easy peasy, huh, Hoodle? Hi, Hoodle!
Here I come! I'm not done!
Your blade moves like
Now!
silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
I've been doing really great lately.
Right, here goes!
I'll smash you! Take
I'm
this!
not done!
And
Eat dirt! My turn!
Serpent Knuckle!
Crossblade! Well, looky here.
What the fuck was that? That glitch?
Let's see what you've got.
Take this! Damn it! Rising Wyvern! Not a chance! Now this one's all... Our weapons are the sword and...
Fists and...
Staff.
And you ruined it.
Hi, Hoodle!
Take this!
Snake of the abyssal deep.
We
Clear
did not
for us
a
a
chance!
path.
I'm not done!
Take this!
No
Talon
escape!
Heart, do it!
Shooting star!
Over so soon?
Hoodle, shake off that water. This will be a delicious
Take
piece of
this!
cake.
Resonate with you. Can't get out of this.
Strike!
It's time.
It's over! Rising Wyvern! My turn! Rising...
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
Step back. This one's all law.
Whoa! Maybe something's going on in the forest.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
Yes, now we'll go fishing.
Where should I cast my line? Now where might those fish be? This one's putting up a real fight.
Yeah.
This is quite the catch, if I do say so myself.
That's not a Zoogle, right?
Dang, this fish is being stubborn.
I hit the button. Don't do that to me, game.
This is quite the catch, if I do say so myself.
We sure hit the jackpot. That'll taste great.
And we'll fish 2 boss fish. Why not?
Little help!
Take this!
Armor won't save you!
Down on the ground!
Sword!
You picked the
We're
wrong
in the home
fight!
stretch, guys.
Take this!
What she said? Eyes on the
escape.
prize.
That
Rising
focus
wall.
goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get...
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
No choice.
Take this!
All
Take this.
disasters made one.
My
You're
turn.
really,
Rising
really
Rider.
strong, Alphen.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's
Here I go.
reassuring to have you around.
Mirage!
Step back! This one's all Law!
An opponent like this should be easy.
I'll tear you
You
apart!
can't get out of this!
I'm not done! My turn!
Gale Force!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
We should be able to cook here.
Gosh, the castle's even larger once you get close to it.
What's that shining thing up top? A spirit vessel? It feels creepy, like it's watching over everything.
You think he knows we're here?
We'd best assume as much, yes.
What we have to do is simple. Just beat Volron and rescue Shion. That's it.
Try not to work yourself up too much. We have a lot of city and castle yet to traverse.
I'll see you again tomorrow. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving. We're almost there, guys. Don't let your guard down.
I'm excited just thinking about us barging through the front gate.
Halt! Are you Alphen and his companions?
Why would you think that?
You are the only ones scheduled to arrive, and there are no unscheduled arrivals in Ganeth Haros. So I'll ask again, are you Alphen and his companions?
We are.
Then pass. Lord Volron is expecting you at Castle Delpharis.
Well, suppose it's rather nice of them to roll out the red carpet for us.
So we're supposed to meet him in there? What do we do now?
Let's see how things look around the city first. Then we'll make our way to the castle.
Not a slave in sight. Where is everyone? There aren't even any soldiers.
Something feels off. I don't like it.
Like the fact that the enemy could ambush us at any moment? Yeah, not crazy about that either.
No, not that. Something else.
That must be Volron's castle up ahead. I suppose we just walk right up to it then?
That's what the guard from before said. Now, if we only knew where they were keeping Shion, we could try to...
That's it!
Hmm?
That weird feeling. It's not just that the city is empty. It feels like no one lives here at all.
Now that you mention it, it does feel strangely artificial. Think maybe it's a district just for the Renans alone?
With all this open space, seems unlikely.
Huh?
Hey! You guys! What's going on? Ugh. What was that about? They were Danins, right?
That wasn't normal. Wait, you don't think it could have been the fruit of Helgen, do you?
No, they seem too docile. What about astral energy? Could you sense any coming from them?
No, and I'm pretty sure I could tell if it was. If not that, though, then what?
Speaking of which, it didn't look like there was anyone guarding them either.
They were headed for the castle. I have a bad feeling about those boats.
I get what you mean. It didn't feel like those folks are just commuting to work.
The waterway they're floating on appears to lead to Del Faris Castle. If we follow it, we may learn more about what's taking place here.
So, any ideas what the deal was with that boatload of weirdos?
Your guess is as good as mine. They looked like Danon slaves, but beyond that...
This city is grander and more beautiful than any other we've been to, yet...
I know what you mean. From the architecture right down to the people, something feels off somehow.
I've long maintained one can glean a lot about a ruler from their city. Considering how unsettling this place is, I'd say I wasn't far off the mark. Despite its surface layer of majesty, walking around inside, it feels more like a hollowed-out ruin.
I say we follow after that boat. If we're lucky, they might be in the mood to give us some answers.
Huh.
Man, this place gives me the creeps.
Law, your legs are shaking.
What? Liar?
Just kidding.
You...
I've seen ghost towns that were more alive than this city. Where the hell did all the Danons and Renans go? Shion. There's nobody here either. Looks like the only building up ahead is the castle, but...
No good. It's a dead end.
I don't relish our chances climbing. Or breaking through, for that matter.
And yet, this seems to be the only way inside. Take a look around. There must be a switch or something to...
What? What is it this time?
Look! Over there!
Alphen!
Astral energy? But then... that means...
Snap out of it! Can't you see what's happening? You're being deceived! Please stop! You'll die!
Damn it!
Full Run is killing you! You need to run! Please, get off the boat!
What just happened?
We're being summoned.
Summoned? By that murdering monster?
It's all a demonstration designed to provoke. To prove to us, no, to Alphen, just what he's capable of.
Kidnapping Xion. Killing all those people. If it's just me he's after, then why hurt them? Why do all this just to get at me? You hear me, Volron? Answer me!
Alphen, this is not your fault. Don't give this to him.
I know. And I won't. My hands are stained with blood. But even so, if we're going to stop that bastard, then I need to keep going. Let's move.
Damn it.
How awful. All of those people in the boats. Do you think they had any idea what was going to happen to them?
They did a damn good job of concealing it if they did. You ask me, the only thing on their mind was following orders.
And I bet I can guess who from. Volron.
The only thing they knew was mindless oppression right to the very end. What kind of purpose is that? Living only to die at your master's whim?
Being a slave means having your whole life stolen from you. In the worst cases, quite literally. That bastard will get what's coming to him. I'll see to it he does.
Is this what I think it is? Those people, they were all...
He's sick. Sick and deranged.
Remember this well. This is the true face of who we're up against.
Still, if it's not fruits of Helgen he's using, then how do you think Volron goes about controlling all of them?
They didn't look like they'd been threatened, but they didn't look like they understood anything either.
It could be something else, like a potion perhaps, but frankly I doubt it.
But that would mean they're following Volron out of choice? But why?
Nothing bolsters a despot's authority more than loyalty. Loyalty is advantageous for any ruler. For Volron, it means acolytes willing to give their lives for him. As for whether they did it willingly or not, I'd say they're merely puppets dancing to their master's tune.
But to the point where they'd give up their own life force? Is that even possible?
You just saw it for yourself. And think back to when I was your lord. If I'd asked you to sacrifice yourself for some cause, would you have?
Dohalim.
My apologies. My words got away from me again.
No, you're absolutely right. The only difference being that you never demanded such a thing. You wouldn't.
All lords are masters in the art of manipulating their subjects' hearts, whether they use fear, torture, or various other methods. The outcome is the same.
Fear.
No wonder there's no remaining signs of a resistance force in this place.
Shion!
Wait! Something's not right.
Everyone. They're gone. And all alone. It's dark. Please help me. No.
Shion,
It's so dark. Everyone.
we came to save you. It's okay now.
And I'm all alone. It's dark. Please help me. No.
Shion?
Lies.
Thorns! This situation just got prickly.
There is immense dark astral energy here. Far too potent to be the work of a single individual. It's possible Volron's manipulating her, but we cannot tell from this far away. We'll need to be much closer.
Only to do that, first we need to get rid of the thorns. So we fight fire with fire! Unless you have a better idea.
Not a chance!
Alone. I'm all alone.
Shion!
I can't die. But I also can't live.
Shion! Shion! We're coming for you! Won't let you down this time. Ah! This pain I feel. It's nothing.
Just teleporting around, one-shotting everything.
I won't let you go again. I can take whatever you give me. So please, open your eyes. Shion! My turn! My turn! Now! Not a chance!
thorns just keep growing back. If this keeps up, then...
Please wake up, Shion! Come back to us!
I'm alone. Alone? I'm completely alone.
You're wrong.
Alvin!
She thinks we left her all alone. She can't see us or hear us. All of this. It's because I pulled away from you. Because I couldn't hold on to you. Shion. But you're not alone anymore. Loss here.
Stop the brain at some point.
Rinwell too. Kisara and Dohaling. And so am I. Believe me when I say, you are not alone. So please, don't give up on us. We will bear your thorns together. I swear it. Shion.
Alvin!
How many times do I have to tell you? Not to be so careless.
There is no more time for us to rest.
Let us finish this. I entrust this blade to you once more.
Let's go. Bull Run is waiting.
Hey, Alphen?
What is it?
While I was away, what did you do?
I missed you.
Alphen. But after what happened because of me,
I got a glimpse of the real you. It was worth it. You could say the pain is some kind of reward.
some reward. You sure all that hurt hasn't done something to your head, too?
Hey now.
Is it just me, or are they...
It's been a while. They're just happy to see each other.
I know. I mean, it's fine.
We all
She's
express
embarrassed.
ourselves in different ways. Leave them be.
They should get a room.
Nah.
Shion.
Thanks. I'll be okay. Let's go. We have to take Volron out.
Right.
Those things that came out of Shion are her thorns, right? She said they're made of dark astral energy.
She did. But those thorns are no astral art, and she cannot control them. Such immense astral energy, too. Just what are her thorns, really, I wonder? I suppose she might have an answer, but isn't yet ready to talk.
Shion.
She's not okay because she's put back in her original outfit. And equipment. No game. No. Bad game. Yeah. That's the same. Wrong button. I don't want. I think it's the there's a Zillia. That's probably square button shifts around to Zillia.
So, the Sovereign, the Renis Alma, the fate of Lenegis 300 years ago? Yes. That is a lot to take in, isn't it? I never realized the weight of the burden you were carrying.
I could say the same.
The person you kept mistaking me for, it was Naori, wasn't it? So, what do you think? Could I be her descendant?
It seems likely. You two do look very similar.
Kidnapping Shion, mistreating slaves, and who knows what other terrible deeds. Seriously? These so-called lords just think they can do whatever they like.
I am deeply ashamed to be one of their kind.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean you, Dohalim.
Do you think Volron could have been behind what just happened with Shion's thorns?
I'm not sure. If it was bait he needed, kidnapping her should have sufficed. Perhaps he had some other purpose in mind.
Her thorns aside, as a hostage, surely it would have made more sense to keep her close at hand. So why did he leave her unguarded?
If getting rid of Alphen was Volron's only priority, then he could have ambushed us directly. It's not as if he lacked the power. He chose not to, which means he's toying with us, prolonging Alphen's suffering as much as he can.
But why? What does Volron specifically have against Alphen? Is it because he's leading the Danon rebellion?
Possibly. But try to see it from Volron's perspective. He'd do anything to win the crown contest, correct? Knowing that the true sovereign already exists somewhere is bound to ruffle his feathers. Have your paths crossed before, Alphen?
Only when I've been with you guys.
In the end, we just find more mysteries.
What isn't a mystery is how badly we're gonna beat this creep up once we find him.
What a simple and straightforward person you are, Law.
Way to give us a heart attack. I wasn't sure how that was gonna pan out for a while there.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. Really glad.
What about you, Shion? How are you feeling? He didn't do anything to you, did he?
The last thing I remember is being back on the ship. Back then. Seeing Alphen's pain return to him the moment he touched me. It brought me back to my childhood. The fear in people's eyes whenever they were around me. And the next thing I knew, darkness was welling up inside me. It was smothering me. I couldn't see anything anymore. I was all alone.
Shion.
You're okay now? You're safe, Shion. We're here with you. You're not alone any longer.
Thank you. Must be Volron's Imperial Guard.
They don't seem to be keeping lookout. More like they're waiting.
Oh well, the royal welcome was nice while it lasted.
Time to get our fists dirty, huh?
Wait, we don't have a plan!
As far as law's concerned, this is the plan. Let's go!
Open your eyes! This blind loyalty is just another form of slavery.
Glory be to Volron!
That's useless. They're brainwashed. Just like the Danon puppets we dealt with outside.
Not a chance! Not a chance!
Cyclone!
Well, that didn't feel great. Those soldiers were just like the slaves, driven by a warped sense of loyalty.
Yeah, that was just about as hollow a victory as they come.
It's strange. I always thought loyalty was one of the greatest virtues out there. Now I'm not so sure. Is it simply a question of where your loyalties lie? Or is it fealty itself that's the problem?
Maybe it only becomes a problem the moment you stop thinking for yourself.
So if we defeat Volron, you think they might learn to think independently again? Actually, no, never mind. This isn't the time. We can worry about that after we finish the task at hand and defeat Volron.
As expected, Volron's elite guards are quite formidable. Their equipment and training far exceed those of any foot soldier.
We need to be careful not to let them exhaust us before we reach Volron.
A grandiose castle for a grandiose city. He really didn't cut any corners.
They're certainly akin to each other. And yet, I'd say the castle seems even more reflective of its owner's personality.
In what way?
It feels overbearing, tyrannical almost, but more than anything, merciless. As if any pretense to ease of living was sacrificed in favor of sending a message. One of domination and a thirst for total power. In other words, the perfect domicile for our power-crazed foe.
That's why he let us in. It's precisely the message he wanted to convey. Almost like he's mocking us.
That bastard's in the mood to play? We'll see who's laughing once we've taken him down a peg or two. Is it just me, or is the blazing sword burning even more brightly than before?
Yeah, as if the astral energy within it has become more powerful somehow.
It would appear Alphen has learned to harness his sovereign abilities to even greater effect.
Is that true, Alphen?
I'm not sure. I don't think I'm doing anything differently.
You're not. It's proof of your strengthened bond with Shion. No further explanations needed.
Oh man, for real? Nice!
Is that true?
How am I supposed to know?
Fat lot of good the two of you are.
I may have a theory or two I could offer.
Yeah, no. I think we're good.
Now that you mention it, though, I guess I have noticed a change. It's like there isn't as much resistance when energy's being siphoned from my Master Core.
Aha! So it is a Bond thing! Aw, you guys!
Wait, what about your hand? That thing practically used to give you third-degree burns every time you wielded it, right?
Kisara's got a point. And if it's gotten even hotter since then...
I won't lie. The searing heat and pain are almost unbearable. Almost. When I'm fighting, I'm somehow able to endure it. It's like the sword becomes part of me or something. Like I can feel it pulsing through my chest. I can't describe it.
In other words, your heart burns with a flame more powerful than even that of the sword. Fascinating.
Yeah, take it from our resident poet laureate.
Hmm?
Ah.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Glory to Volron!
Ignite! Not a chance!
Take it!
Dance on the wind!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. With such a huge area to search, where should we even begin?
I believe the largest, tallest structure would be best. In castles, you'll often find the things of most import are located in such areas.
Spoken like someone who used to own one.
So where is he?
There's no sign of him here, so I can only assume he's waiting for us in his throne room.
What's with all the fake suspense? Why doesn't he just come out and face us?
I'll say. It's not like he's had any problem doing that in the past.
This is all one big game to him. He's probably savoring every last moment.
Like a Zoogle toying with its food before the kill. No wonder he doesn't have any friends.
This is all just a ploy to weaken his prey, wearing us down before the final ambush. It's all too well orchestrated to be anything else.
Alvin?
I'm fine. Once we defeat Volron, the final Master Core will be ours. With that, we can create the Renis Alma and finally put an end to this whole nightmare.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Glory to Volron!
Take this!
I'm not done!
All in
Rising
order.
Wyvern! You're mine! No escape!
I've been doing really great lately.
Little
Spiritual spear! Pierce evil! I never miss! Can't be one more!
I'm not
Burning Raider!
No escape! I'm not done!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. Is the path being pulled up like some kind of drawbridge?
I'm guessing there's no way to kick it back down, huh?
Most likely, it's connected to a control apparatus of some sort. I suggest we search around and see what we uncover.
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
The water magic is out! Tidal wave!
Now! Here
Your
I come!
reflexes will not serve you well here.
Rising Wyvern!
Into the shadows! Lightning!
In a bind?
Down eat dirt!
I've been doing really great lately.
It'll take more than this to stop us!
Perhaps they were trying to exhaust us?
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight.
No escape! Rising Wyvern! Take this! We did it! Here I come!
Now!
I've been doing really great lately.
Hey, what do you say?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
To be let free! Burn in hell!
Mega Ray!
Now! Here I come! We did it! Now!
I can shatter any steel!
Now! Take this! Now this one's all...
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Oh, this looks nice and tough.
Let's see what you've got.
No escape! Not today!
Instant!
Take this! Rising Wyvern!
Storm!
Mirage!
By the
No
power of
escape!
water! More within me!
A comfortable win.
Damn! It's a...
Little help!
Here I come!
None shall escape
No
my
further!
judgment!
No escape! Now! Great! My turn!
Tempest!
This one's all mine!
Lightning orb! Ray!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
This one will be difficult to
Here I
predict.
come. No escape! Rising Wyvern! Now! My turn!
Spirits within a sword
Rising Wyvern!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Hey, Xion? Do you, you know...
What is it?
Do you remember that conversation we had after Almadria... You know... If you hadn't given me that advice that day, I don't know if I'd be standing here talking with you. So, thanks.
Anytime, Rinwell.
Strike! Rising Wyvern! You picked the wrong fight! My turn!
Holy Land!
No
A chain between heaven and earth.
Not a chance!
A wailing banshee of divine savior!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
I won't forgive you!
You're mine!
Rage is not in your dreams!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Little help!
Take this!
Glacial speed. Pierce
Eat
evil.
dirt! My turn! Not a chance! Rising Wyvern!
Freeze Lancer! Barely a blip on our radar.
Gotta break through!
Ready!
Take this!
Down on
Strike!
the ground.
Ignite!
I'll thank you.
Reload!
Take this!
Where are you going? This is it! Unwilling struggle!
Slash!
Now! Cyclone!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
I've got a really bad feeling
this!
about this. Ready!
Rising Wyvern! My turn!
Captivity!
Stardust!
In here! Frozen!
Hammer!
None can escape
Take
my
this!
judgment!
Raging Luna
Storm!
See what I can do!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Go no further!
You're mine! Burn in hell! My turn!
Can
you take this escape?
Sealed!
You're mine!
Take this!
No
I'll be
escape!
saving this
Hurricane
one.
Blow!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
That's no ordinary enemy.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Strike! We did it! Eat dirt!
Divine strength!
No! Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
I've been doing really great lately.
You're so strong, Xion. Even after everything you've been through.
I wouldn't say I'm strong. I don't know what would have happened to me if I'd stayed alone.
I think you would have endured. As long as you remember you're never truly alone, that thought can get you through a lot. See? Even Hoodle knows you're not alone.
I'm glad to have you in my corner, Hoodle.
Hi, Hoodle!
Take this! Strike!
Not on my watch!
Pistol!
An instant! Enter!
On your
Vanquish darkness!
Take this!
Hunting anyone?
You picked the wrong fight! Swallow Blade! I'm ready! Ridwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Whoa!
I'm getting a drink. Right back. And I'm back, obviously. Let's try Jazzy's cushion, because this shit hurts my ass for long periods of time. So since she's not here, I'm just gonna steal her cushion. I can try it out. Maybe I'll buy one. Sitting in this chair hurts your ass. Not that you needed to know that, but told you anyways.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Rising Wyvern! My turn! Mirage! Slash!
Small. But a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Coming through.
Glory Nafora! Not today!
Not in your dreams!
Take it! Struck! Stardust! My turn! Now! Rising Wyvern! Not a chance!
Maelstrom!
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
By the way, I wanted to say sorry for attacking you when we first met.
Fret not. If nothing else, it made our encounter that much more lively.
I know, but I've been meaning to apologize for a while now anyway.
At this stage, I'd say it's all in the past. If anything, I consider you a capable and trustworthy ally.
I'm honored to hear you say that. I'll do my best to live up to it.
Little help!
Inside me yearns to be let free!
Radiant Pierce!
Rising Wyvern! Crush Gate!
House this!
Mirage! Burn!
These ones can...
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Hi, Hoodle!
The abyssal deep strike for us a path! Now! Not a chance! My turn! Now! Aqua Serpent!
My savior! Hey! Hoodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
This'll make us even more formidable.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Ignite! My turn! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! Aqua Serpent!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Get lost!
Take this! Strike! Rising Wyvern!
Between
Eagle Ray!
Lancer! Barely a blip on our radar. Get lost!
You're mine! Glory to Vulture! Rising Wyvern! Not a chance! No escape! Hurricane Thrust! My turn!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Hey, didn't we come through here earlier?
That's... Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know where we are anymore.
When everything around us looks the same, it's easy to get turned around.
That's a good boy, just sitting there waiting for intruders to come by. What a good boy, what a good boy he is. Look at it.
I'm not done! One more! Take my ignite! You're mine!
One.
Force of regeneration! Rising Wyvern!
Two heads!
Hurricane Thrust!
That's not even fair!
Stardust!
Spear! Pierce
I'm
evil!
ready!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Go! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Whoa! That enemy looks
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Lightning Wiper!
Firmament Ranger!
Mirage! Strike! Tempest! You're finished!
Lightning
Wiper!
Elusive deity!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Out of our way!
On your knees.
Burn! Now! Take this! Lightning Wiper! My turn!
Gemini off! Lightning orb! Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
What is this place?
Look, over there! Looks like there's no backing out now.
Ah, the old roaring beast welcome, eh? No class.
Look sharp, everyone!
Voron rolling out the red carpet?
Yeah, some hospitality.
Can we all concentrate on fighting this thing? Here goes!
Ah! Burn!
Probably shouldn't have wasted that. Hold on.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Hurricane Thrust! I'm ready! Double leap! In an instant! Impact Cross! Swallow Blade!
Down on the ground.
Magna Ray!
Can you take it?
this!
Annihilation!
Hurricane
Searing
Thrust!
Flame!
There's something in the tower!
Hey! We didn't ask for a replacement.
Tear!
Magic! I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you. In an instant! Impact Cross! Not a chance! Here
Can
I
you take
come!
it?
That's one of them
This
taken
one
care
keeps
of.
Should make things easier at least.
You're mine!
Magic is
Strike!
in the
Wait.
sky, it's mine!
Something's happening!
They fused together?
You get the gist. Freeze Lancer! Sighted. I'm all stopped up. And became worse by the looks of it.
Is this its true form?
Swallow Blade!
Catapult!
Sturda!
Nails!
Mirage!
Down on the ground!
Rising
Soaring
Wyvern!
blast!
Take this!
Disasters made
Strike!
one! Come forth!
Sturda!
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! We did it. Everyone hanging in there?
Just about. Though if we have to waste our energy on many more like that, I don't fancy our chances against Volron. We gotta try to conserve.
That sound again.
You must be worried we'll have a change of heart. He's certainly pulling out all the stops.
Alphen, I know it's hard, but we have to stay focused on moving forward.
I know.
Are you doing okay, Shion?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
We don't know what else Volron's got up his sleeve. Be careful, all right?
I'll go check and see if the coast is clear.
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing. Just wondering what that was all about.
Huh?
It's just, you don't think Shion is acting kinda weird around Alphen, do you?
Like standoffish weird? Isn't she always like that?
No, not that. I mean, since we rescued her.
Then I guess. Maybe it's the identical ancestor thing.
Maybe. I guess that could be it.
You sure you're not reading into it? What? What'd I say?
Nothing. Just forget it.
I can never win with you. You know that?
I wonder if we're getting any closer to finding Volron.
I sure hope so.
We'll find him. And when we do, there'll be hell to pay.
Hey, Kisara. Have you noticed how Shion...
Seems to be grappling with something all by herself?
Yeah. She's been acting differently around us ever since we rescued her. The same towards Alphen, too. Now that Alphen's regained his memories and his sense of pain, maybe she's become more self-conscious that she still has her thorns. In which case, it makes sense that she'd be feeling out of sorts. But I can't help but think there's something else, too.
You're wondering if there's anything you can do to help her.
Shion said something to me once. Something that helped me move forward. So I'd like to return the favor and do that for her too. The only problem is, even if I did have the chance to talk to her, I don't know what I could say that would help.
Shion's dealing with a lot right now. Maybe more than she can handle. Trying to unravel the threads of her own worries, that's challenge enough itself. Not to mention that trying to wade in blindly would probably end up making things even worse than they already are.
Drop more frames at some point.
How do we help her then?
For the time being, I think all we can do is be patient and keep an eye on her. That way, when she's finally ready to let us in, we'll be right there to lend her a shoulder.
I hope you're right.
So if Volron is the lord of the water realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
He and Alphen couldn't be any more different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals.
Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
And yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to be reckoned with. That much is certain.
Yeah, that guy is seriously bad news.
It'll be okay, Hootle. We'll get through this.
Shion?
It's nothing. Let's keep moving.
End stream here. We'll take on Volron next time. Alright, see you later. Bye bye.